Afternoon girls. Today in Python class we are going to learn about some of the programs. Okay, all these programs are lab programs. You must understand clearly. You have to implement all these programs for your practicals. Okay, so first program is about arithmetic operators. While we are studying operators itself, we studied clearly about operators. I think you are clear about the operators. Now we are going to look at the program how these operators can be checked by using a program. Okay, so this program has to be executed in Python executable file environment. Okay, so here first line, if you look at the first line, what is that? Arithmetic operation. First two lines are just printing what you have given in the single quotes. Okay, so the whatever you have given in single quotes, by using the print function, it will be on the screen. Okay, next one is the a equal to int of input of enter a value, which is nothing but it will be asking the user to enter the value. Okay, where the user will be entering the value, that value should be in the data type of integer, then we are assigning to the variable a. The same way we are getting another value for b. Next we are printing the options. 1 means addition, 2 means subtraction, 3 means multiplication, and 4 means division. So we are getting the user to, we are asking the user to enter the choice. So that is only choice equal to int of input of enter choice. If choice equal to 1, add a equal to a plus b, which is nothing but it has to add the values of a and b, and it should be stored in the variable add. Next, what are we doing? We are printing the value of the variable add. Else if we have studied the else if later. Do you remember? Since it is else if, we are using the keyword elif. Okay, if it is not choice 1, it may be of choice 2. Okay, in choice 2 we are asking the user to subtract, right? So we are getting the values and we have stored in the variables a and b, and we are subtracting the values, we are storing it in the variable sub. Again we are printing the value of sub. Next one is the choice 3, which is going to multiply the values of a and b. Okay, the same way it will multiply and it will be displayed on the screen. And if all the three other options are there or not there, means it will be the division operation, so it has to do. Okay, if it is not 1 2 3 4, it means invalid choice. Okay, so it has to display print invalid choice. Clear about this? So this is the program of arithmetic operators. You have to write and you have to implement by using the either using the Python online compiler, and some of you have downloaded and installed the software in your system, so you all should execute it. Okay, next one is the leap year or not. Okay, here we are asking the user to enter the year, and the year should be divide by 4. If it is equal to 0, it is leap year, otherwise it is not a leap year. Leap year means what? Every 4 years once the leap year will come. Okay, so how it will be leap year? Okay, on the leap year, the February month will be with the 29 days. Okay, all the other 3 years will be with the 28 days. Okay, so we are asking the user to enter the year. First 2 lines we are printing that year, and in the third line we are asking the user to enter the input. So int input of enter year means what? The user will be entering the year, that will be with the variable a, and the variable a should be divided by 4. If it is equal to 0, it is a leap year, otherwise it is not a leap year. Are you clear about the second program? Now we will move on to the third program, that is greatest of 3 numbers. We are going to get 3 numbers from the user. By using the if condition and AND operator, we are going to check which value is greater. Okay, the first line we are asking to print the greatest of 3 numbers title, and we are printing the underline. Next we are asking the user to enter 3 values. Okay, in a value will be there, b value, and c value. It is going to be converted into integer, and it is going to be stored in the variable abc respectively. And we are going to check the condition. The value of a could be greater than b and also greater than c, means a is greater, otherwise b is greater, otherwise c is greater. Okay, this is the condition. So this is the first condition, A greater than B and A greater than C. In both B and C, it has to be compared. If it is greater than both the values, it will be greater. Else it will be coming to the LF condition. And if B value is greater, if A is not greater, B could be the greater. So B has to be verified with A. Why? The B has verified with A in the previous condition itself. So in the next condition we are checking only with the C, right? And if it is greater, we are displaying that B is greater, otherwise C is greater. Okay. Next one is whether the given number is positive or not. How can we check it? We are going to get the value of the variable and we are checking it. How can we? If it is greater than 0, it is positive. If it is less than 0, it is negative. That is only we are getting. If it is greater than 0, print A is positive, otherwise A is negative. If both the conditions are not there, it could be equal to 0. Clear? Okay. Shall we move on to the next example? The next example is area of shapes. Okay. So we have 3 different shapes. For those shapes, we are going to find out the area. Okay. First we are printing the heading. Next we are printing the underline. And in next we are printing 3 choices. 1, 2, 3. First choice is area of square. Second choice is area of circle. Third choice is area of rectangle. Choice equal to int input of enter choice. If choice is equal to int enter the choice equal to 1 means it has to find out the area of the square. What is the formula of area of square? A squared. So we are having another variable SQ and we are multiplying A into A. Then we are storing it as a square, area of square, and we are printing the value. If it is not first choice, it could be the second choice. So in the second choice, we are asking the user to enter the value of the pi, and we are asking the user to enter the radius value. What is the formula for it? Pi r squared. So we have another variable CIR in which we are multiplying pi value and to radius value, r squared, no, so r into r. Next we are printing the value of the circle. Okay. Next, area of the circle. Next, if it is not both the choices, it could be the area of the rectangle. So third choice. For this we need 2 different values, L and B, length and breadth. So we are asking the L value and breadth value, and we are converting into integer and we are storing it in the variable L into L and B. What is the formula for rectangle? Area of rectangle L into B. So L into B is there and it is stored in the variable REC, and we are asking the user to print the area of rectangle, else it is invalid choice. Clear about this? So this is the program. So the above programs we have seen what are the concepts have been implemented. In this program we have implemented the concept of elif ladder. Here we have using simple elif, and here also elif ladder, and here also simple if, here also elif ladder. So all the 5 programs are based on the conditions if and elif. Okay. So you have to be clear about all the 5 programs, and you have to execute all these 5 programs by using the online Python compiler or by using the Python software. Clear? Okay. With this class is getting over. Thank you.